So today we're heading to Segi, and we're going to do a little challenge with me, Corey, Anthony, Mysterious Will, and Aaron. We're going to be doing a oddball challenge that we came up with. Basically, give us the rules, Corey.
Alright, so the rules are it's a $15 challenge. So everybody has $15 to buy a game or games with. You can everybody at the end. Everybody votes for who had the best games or game.
Can't vote for yourself.
Cannot vote for yourself. Yeah. So we have 5 people here, so it should be good. And the last rule is that it cannot be any kind of well-known game like Mario, Metro. That'd be way too easy. So we got to try to find something that's unique, something that is off the wall. Bonus points for creativity. And and bonus points if you get the most games.
Yeah, so you get bonus points for a person who spent the least, bonus points for the person who spent the most, with the most games, and then a bonus point for the person with the most expensive game. So
I can just buy all the rocket powers then.
You can buy all the rocket powers and get us some extra points, yes. So, $15.
Oh, my allowance came.
$15. $15. $15. And I get 20.
So each of you have found your game already. You've got your games? I have nothing. Nothing. I have an idea for a game, but that's it.
Yeah, my first 2 ideas were too expensive, so...
Cost too much?
I had to go with my background.
That happened to me too. It was over the budget, we talked him down.
Yeah, he cut me a deal on it because I told him we were doing a special challenge.
That's awesome. Plus cash. So you've got your game?
Yes.
Awesome.
What about you? Oh, look at the big pool.
So I think we bought all of our games. Aaron's got hers, Mysterious Will's got his, Anthony's got his, Ant-Man, and Conquer Corey's got his, and I just bought mine. Of course, I was the last one. We don't know what everybody got. I'm pretty sure I have the same thing Corey got because I saw what he bought.
No, look. Hey. I'm going to win.
He's probably going to lose.
So we're here at Segi. This is the second day. And we had a little bit of a challenge during the part of it that we said we would all get $15. We would find a weird, obscure game
Or games.
There was a couple rules. You couldn't spend more than 15. Now you could haggle down to 15 though, so that kind of expands it a little bit. It can't be a well-known game. We try to stay away from things like Mario, Call of Duty, Elder Scrolls,
Final Fantasy,
Metroid,
later.
but yeah. So everybody here's got a game, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we're gonna play a little bit of a game here because Mike just don't like doing things simple. He likes to add layers to competitions and make it complicated. So we're gonna start now by asking some questions and see if anybody can guess what game they got. And I have a feeling no one's going to be able to guess what game we got because we got obscure games.
Right.
But, okay.
Why don't we start with old Will down there? Oh, by the way, whoever has the best game who gets the most votes keeps all the games.
What if you don't got a console for the games though?
You keep them anyway.
Sucks to suck.
Sucks to suck. Maybe get good.
I don't have enough money in my bank account.
Sounds like a skill issue.
It does. All right, so we're gonna start with Mysterious Will and somebody who can remember to silence their phone. All right, so I think Anthony actually knows what Will already
He does
has,
know,
so
so he
we're
probably
gonna
just-
the three of us are gonna ask the questions.
Respectfully.
It's
not
a
participate.
well-known IP, but the game itself is made by a company that no longer exists. And I think the game itself is kind of niche compared to most modern day
Okay.
gamers. Like, I doubt most people that have gotten into gaming in the past decade have heard of it or
So-
have played it.
I'm gonna ask. We're gonna ask 10 questions. Let me start with the first one. Is it a fighting game?
No.
Okay, Aaron.
Is it an RPG?
Yes.
3. That's 2. Corey.
What is the setting? Sci-fi?
Yeah.
Sci-fi.
Yes or no questions.
Yeah, it's yes or no, but
Is it sci-fi?
yes.
Okay, there we go. Ha!
Okay, it's sci-fi. It's RPG. Did it come out before the 80s?
Past the 80s.
Past the 80s.
Did it come out before the 2000s?
No.
Does it feature robots?
I mean, yes, but they don't call them that.
Okay. Oh.
I think I know.
Came out in the 90s.
No. He said that she said
I
that
said
it come out-
before.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She said
So,
pre-2000s, and I said no.
okay, well, I just wasted one. I think, is that it?
Which would also
Yeah,
cover the 80s if it might be a wasted question.
I think that's it. That's all the questions I have.
Oh, okay. Is it
You only
made by
got four.
is it made by Enix?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's where you drill
I
down
don't
to
have.
confirm.
I
the
don't have.
situation.
Yeah, you start.
I
You
don't
gotta
know.
drill down.
Is it made by Squaresoft?
No.
Made by
Enix
Capcom?
Is
No.
Enix?
No.
Square Enix bought and for Mighty
Oh,
refused.
They should have been asking, is it a Western or Eastern RPG? Because then they could have narrowed down half those companies.
Is it Western? Is it Western
It's a
RPG?
Western RPG.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
We got 2 more guys.
I don't know what to
They don't
ask.
play this too often.
I'm gonna suggest not to help you guys out since I do know, but maybe ask what platform it's on, what
That's a
console.
good-
Yeah, like there's a lot of
It's
questions.
All
more-
right, is it on SNES?
No.
Okay, that's
Oh,
9.
I said it was post 2000s.
Oh crap! You did say that. I didn't even pay attention.
I just want to show you to save you from the misery.
Go ahead and ask something that makes
Is
sense.
it on the Sony platform?
Not originally.
Not originally. Okay.
All right, that's
it's more of
10.
a recent thing. Okay.
That's 10. Oh gosh, I don't know.
This game, you're gonna be like, oh shit, how did we not guess this? Hold on.
I gotta give it a shot.
Oh
first
yeah, you gotta
before
guess
reveal
it.
Gundam something.
No.
Okay, that's my guess.
I don't know. I can't even make a guess because I don't ever play games like that.
I said Gundam with it. It's an
I know,
RPG.
right?
That was terrible.
He also
Yeah,
said it was Western.
Yeah, it was Western.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
You
Oh,
also
wait a
wrote these
minute.
down.
Wait a
As you
minute.
said them.
It's not Prep Mission Evolved, is it?
I don't even know what that is.
Okay. That's
That's it. All right. Bring it out.
Okay, so
Bring it out,
You're
bring it
gonna
out.
be like, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? But before you give me anything, so
Okay.
this is a very well-known IP, Star Wars in general. But I would say you could go up to like most people that weren't hardcore collectors or played RPGs to the early 2000s, and they wouldn't fucking know this existed or even care. When they see Old Republic, they're gonna go, "Oh, that's an MMO that's popular now. That's had a recent resurgence." So, KOTOR 2,
That's never been on Sony though.
yeah, it is now through the remastered.
The one that never came out.
What? I said it never originally released. I mean, did I lie? I said it did not originally release on.
It's okay. You get the next one. I believe in you.
Yeah, I was like, no, it wouldn't have helped anyways. Y'all were awful at this game.
Really bad. This is so bad.
Yeah.
But not only is this like CIB with a crisp ass manual, but this normally rides between like I think normally $18 to $21, and they're pretty hard to find for how cheap they are. If you can. I don't know if we talked about it in past videos, but it took, to find one in person took over a year.
Yeah.
Because I refused to buy one online. Going to different conventions, looking at every single Xbox game they had, going to multiple retro game stores, well over 20 in a year, and they never had a copy of this. I could easily find one online, but that's not part of it. So
That's part of the fun of
there,
these conventions.
it's a weird oddity that it's a well-known IP, but this specific game, KOTOR 2, is just incredibly hard to find compared to the first one, even though it's not super expensive. It's also been going up steadily in the past year or so of pricing. Okay. But I think this is the best representation of the CRPG D20 system ever done in like game development. And I've probably played through KOTOR 1 and 2 over 10, 12 times in my lifetime. So they're very near and dear to me as like someone that grew up with Star Wars and grew up with RPGs. I think this kind of melded the two the best possible, and it's never even come close in any post-development. And it was made by Obsidian Entertainment through LucasArts, which are two heavy hitters that no longer really exist.
Yeah, they're
And
gone.
especially Obsidian Entertainment. You talk about a studio that can just put out bangers. And LucasArts, back in the day, yeah, like early 2000s, late 90s, LucasArts, or even all through the 90s, LucasArts just was putting out bangers of games.
So what was it listed for, and what did you get it for?
He had it for $18 at the Mr. Gaming Lounge, that booth. And I ended up, so post-tax, that would have been closer to like, I guess 19 or something. I got it down to 15 after tax.
Awesome.
And it could, I don't honestly know what all the eBay prices are, but outside the discoloration from like scratches on the case, this one's in phenomenal shape once you get all the stickers off.
Now
As well as the disc is in phenomenal shape. I don't think it's seen a lot of play. And then this manual is like damn close. It's got the manual, it's got the original postcard, it's got the original receipt on original purchase of release still. And so
that's actually really
that's
cool.
really hard to get, especially this shit. I mean,
I'm just curious, where was this bought? Orange Park, Florida, at the GameStop in the Orange Park Mall.
There we go. All right.
that's wild. Orange Park, Florida.
Pretty
So
good.
that's something that's hard to get with games. You almost have a little story with it.
Yeah. That's actually something really cool to find.
Yeah.
I bought a game one time that had one from like Wisconsin in it, and I was like, man, that's so cool. What we do to check the cost or the value of these is we look at sold listings on eBay. What did you find?
It's having around 20.
Around
for,
20?
for as good a shape as that.
So $20 game for 15 because he was able to haggle them down. Pretty good. Pretty good. Save $5.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next one. Aaron, you're up.
Okay.
All right, so we got 20 questions. We'll start with Will.
20.
Or sorry, 10 questions. My bad.
See, the house disagreed.
Was it released before the year 2000?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it a platformer?
Like Mario.
Mario or
Sonic.
Not-
or Rex?
Maybe yes.
Yes?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think so.
Did it release for a Nintendo console originally? Okay.
What was that?
Did it release for?
Oh, actually,
Don't count
actually,
mine.
yes.
Yeah.
It is.
Actually, I think it did. Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's not.
Is it a Super Nintendo game?
It did come out on Super Nintendo.
Okay.
Is the main character an animal?
No.
Oh, that was a good question.
Yeah, that was a good question.
Is it fantasy?
No. Wait.
Okay.
Well, no.
Like high fantasy? Like
No.
okay.
Is the protagonist female? The main
No.
character?
No. No. I'll help with the gender question. There is no gender.
Okay.
Oh, helpful.
Does it involve vehicles?
No.
Okay.
What's the platform?
Does it involve slimes?
No.
Oh, I wasted our last question. Sorry, guys. All right.
Okay, this is a hard one. I have no
I
idea.
think I have a guess, but I don't think it's right.
Go ahead, Anthony.
What's a guess?
So since it's a non-gendered entity, I'm gonna guess Cool Spot.
He's right. It's
Oh my
It's Cool Spot.
Because it
I knew
came
that
out on
would
both Genesis and
And
Super
Super
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Wow!
Yes,
Good
correct.
job. Holy,
Yes.
he's gonna be the only one who wins this.
Holy.
It is Cool Spot Spot on the Sega Genesis.
You know what's funny is that was on my list as one of the games to get because I love that game.
It's an awesome game.
It really is.
And
I was about to say
now,
My Stars.
okay, everyone, if you lived in the 90s, you know exactly what Cool Spot is. Because Cool Spot is the spot on the 7-Up bottle.
Yep.
And they released a game to promote 7-Up by making Cool Spot. So Cool Spot, he's got legs and arms, and he walks around on the beach, and you adventure around on the beach, and then I don't remember what else you put him in.
You threw bubbles as an attack.
Through bubbles. It looks like you're in some sort of shack here. There's a ship that you're on.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so this is pretty cool.
Well, how much did you pay for it? What was it going for, and what did you pay for it?
It went for 22 because I'm guessing because it's fully
CIB.
yeah, it's fully everything.
Okori of the eBays.
Oh man,
What say ye?
Okay, here's one that doesn't come in the manual, just like she picked, and it sold for 23. It took $24 basically.
Oh, nice. So good job.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So currently, Aaron in the lead is most expensive game.
Who's next? Anthony?
Anthony.
Yeah. I'm ready to answer.
Will
Yes,
also
ma'am.
knows what Anthony bought.
Yeah.
So I think he also has to say
So, is it an RPG?
No.
Okay.
I will remind you that I dropped a hint yesterday about the production house that produced this game.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Is it a Western game?
Oh, you told us.
It is a Western IP by a Japanese developer.
That's a very strange yes.
Whoa. Is it a fighting game?
No.
Is it a fantasy game?
No.
I haven't.
Is it a platform?
It is.
Okay. It's a platformer.
Who guess what year it was yet?
No.
Or like around that?
I'm gonna give y'all a hint. I'm old.
Is it early? Is it 90s?
It
Which
is
nation?
probably on the cusp of the late 80s and the early 90s.
Okay.
And I'm not 100% sure.
Is the main character an animal?
Yes.
Okay. Did it come out on the Nintendo?
The NES?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, it's an NES. The Nintendo.
To a boomer.
Buy it at the Walmart.
Am I at the Walmart on the
Or
Nintendo?
The Nintendo.
That's 8. Okay. Was it 1 or 2 players? Oh, sorry. Wait. Was it 2 players?
Yes.
Okay, it's 2 players.
Got what, like one question left?
Yeah. Okay, so we got 1 question left. We've narrowed it down to it's a 2-player game. It's got an animal. It's late 80s, early 90s. It's
It's a
came out on
platformer.
Nintendo. It's a platformer. Crap.
There's only like a few that are 2-player that are like
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I'm having like a super brain fart.
I will add that
Between
it
the
is
three of y'all, you
2
probably-
players simultaneous
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why I said there's only very few games like
to help you out.
that are an animal.
I'll remind you all that I told you yesterday it was a Capcom game.
That's right. Oh, okay.
That's right, you did say that. Remember.
Capcom game featuring an animal, 2 players.
When I see this, it's gonna kill me because it's gonna be like, that's exactly what it is. This is gonna drive me nuts.
That's why it's like if you all three had different guesses, you'd probably guess it just because you've got to limit it down so much.
Anybody have anything?
I feel like I know this, and I.
That's me. It's driving me nuts. No, that's not it. It's not Bubble the Bubble, is it? No, that's not a platformer.
That's not an animal either.
It's an animal.
What was?
They're little dinosaurs.
Oh, I thought you said it was a bubble. I was like,
Bubble
what?
Bubble?
It was Tato. It wasn't Capcom.
That's right.
I give up. I'm going.
Yeah, that was my guess.
Okay. Well, this is not the first. So I grew up. Nintendo Entertainment System was my first console. This was not the first game I ever got, but this was the first game I ever beat, and it is Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers.
Oh!
I didn't even think
Yeah!
about that. Oh yeah.
And this was
Disney.
this
That's
was
right. They made the DuckTales too.
incredibly good platformer. I would put
Yes.
this up with most of the Mario games of the era. All of the Capcom Disney collaborations were very, very good for the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Except for the Lion King.
Well, I was gonna say except for Mickey Mouse Capade, which was kind of a garbage fire game. But Rescue Rangers, Darkwing Duck, DuckTales 1 and 2, all slab.
Yep,
That is-
they do.
That's really, really good.
So I was
Yeah.
looking yesterday. I was kind of looking around for a Quackshot. That game's going for expensive.
It was
right
pretty
now.
rare.
Yeah, and I was like, dang. I was like,
So,
well, I'm not getting that.
This doesn't have the box, case, manual, anything. It's just a bare cartridge. They had it for sale for 20, and I got it for 15 on the nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, cash.
Rescue Rangers 2 is super expensive.
Yeah.
Wow, Rescue Rangers 2 is like $300.
Yeah, it was very rare. It came out, I think the last year that Nintendo was getting new games made for it.
Yeah, about 25, 30. That's pretty good.
Nice.
So far you have the most expensive game. We're just going up and up and up. All right, well I guess it's my turn. Ask away.
Was the game originally released after the year 2000?
Yes.
Did it debut in the generation of the PS1, Xbox One, PlayStation? Wow, I said PlayStation, Nintendo 64.
You say Xbox One?
Yeah,
The original OG.
yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
the first.
Okay, first
I guess
gen. First
32
gen.
bit. Yeah.
OG.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Okay. That's what my ad says.
I was like Xbox One, or I was like we're way up there, a couple generations.
Yeah.
Is it a
OG.
shooter?
No.
Was it a fantasy?
No. Let me clarify. Not like high fantasy. Not like.
Yeah. That's why
Games are made up.
They're all fantasy.
We asked if it was a Western or Eastern.
No.
Is it a Western developer?
Yes.
Is it a role-playing game?
No.
Is it a platformer?
No.
Got 2 questions left, y'all.
Yeah, I believe it.
I doubt it's a sports game.
No.
So I'm gonna ask: is it a fighting game?
No.
Oh, I thought we already asked that.
I don't think so
Wait,
for this.
Is it a sports game?
No.
I was dude, if it was, oh okay.
Can you imagine like somebody coming and sneaking it? Because we all none of us play sports
It
games.
could have been a weird one, like
Just
some
be
like
like, "Ah!"
Olympic sports game from like a weird release.
Tony Hawk's or something.
Yeah, some
Oh, shit.
crazy cereal box game from the early 2000s.
Got one more question.
You used to play it a lot?
I did.
Oh, okay.
When
Corey
it
has
first came
that.
out.
Corey has
When it
that.
first came out,
That
I
best
did.
friend leg up there because he knew what he played back then.
I have a guess, but it's a total shot in the dark.
You said it's pretty niche.
It's weird that you wouldn't. I'll go ahead and say this. I'll be surprised if you guys guess.
Alright, I'm gonna make my shot in the dark guess based
Okay.
on what I know. I'm gonna guess Fusion Frenzy.
Oh, that's close, but no.
Okay.
Anybody else have any guesses?
Nope. Corey's thinking real hard though.
I'm gonna see this and it's all gonna come back.
Yeah, I don't
to
have
me.
any guesses.
I give up.
Yeah. All right. So this is a game that when the Xbox first came out, it came with it, and me and my little brother Alex played the crap out of this game because it was free.
Is it Hexic?
It is
Jet.
Jet Set
Set
Radio
Radio.
Future and GT or Sega GT 2002.
I didn't even think of it.
Oh wow.
I love
I've
Jet Set
never
Radio.
seen
on
that.
I didn't know.
that.
I didn't know that came out with the Xbox.
Yep, this released with the Xbox. It was a 2-player game that came with it. It was all on one disc. I played the crap out of this game. If you've never played Jet Set Radio, it is a lot of fun.
It's got really good music.
It's got really, really good music. They actually released a spiritual successor to it recently. I can't remember the name of it, but if you know, put it in the comments below. But it was very close to this. You basically went around, you spray painted your graffiti, trying not to get caught, and you got combos, and it was a lot of fun. And honestly, the racing game wasn't bad. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. This just, when I saw it, it just made me think about that time. Like, this, my brother was the first one to get an Xbox in our house, and we'd sit in his room and play this, and
It's a complete box.
yes. It's a complete box, got real good color and everything. We would get this and we'd sit and we'd play it for hours though. This and Halo, which, Halo saved the Xbox or whatever. But yeah, this is my game. It was, the guys were selling it for $12.30, and I got them for $10.
So that's the highest one I'm seeing. One of the higher ones I'm seeing here is 20. So good job.
Cool. I'm happy with that.
Well,
So that's me. Let's put on the good game.
my Xbox came with Clone Wars. So
And this was
Didn't
published.
have an Xbox on launch. I had to go to a buddy's house for that.
All right. Last and most disappointing.
Damn.
Okay, here we go.
y'all won't guess it.
Would it come out after 2000?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll ask again, is it in that first generation of Xbox PS1?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
So later than that.
This is an RPG.
It's top RPG. Yes.
It's a type RPG.
Well, that sounded.
Is it
So
a
it's-
is it a Nintendo game?
It is. You could argue that it is a strategy RPG of sorts.
Wait, what does it have to do with Nintendo?
No, he was answering the finish.
Oh,
answering
okay,
the question.
sorry.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Now it's
I wanted to help
a.
out.
Is it a Nintendo game?
No.
Okay.
Not a Nintendo game. Did it come out on the PS2?
No.
Is it
Oh, I just saw the game that would have been better for this.
third gen?
Third, remind me.
PS3, Xbox 360.
It's yes, in that generation.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it?
Well, you kind of got your generations mixed up, right? Well, no, because PS1 was in the first. Yeah.
Yeah, the PS2 is second. Is it? He says a weeaboo game. Is it a weeaboo game?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. Ah!
Is it
Anime.
made by? Is the publisher NIS America?
Well, he's looking that up.
No,
Okay.
it was not.
That only makes a lot of
I'm
weeaboo
thinking
strategy
of
games.
games. That's not even.
Company anymore. We got two more, ladies and gentlemen. Did you play it a lot as a kid?
No.
Okay, that helps us a lot.
No, it helps you a lot. It helps no one else a
I
lot.
I'm sorry, it helps the important people
I
out.
kind of have an idea, but I don't know. I don't really bust.
360.
I don't know if I should bust our last question on it.
Go, ask it.
RPG.
Does it have robots?
No.
Okay.
Okay, that's our last one.
I was thinking of Gundam
That-
or something, so because I
That's
know he
a
likes
Wii
that a
game.
lot.
It's a
God,
weed.
dude, that's what setting it was. It was sci-fi or high fantasy, man.
No.
I'm assuming fantasy.
I gotta guess, but it's a shot in the dark again.
Dude,
I'm gonna guess Eternal Sonata.
Nope.
that's a good guess.
This guy 3?
Nope.
What's in it? That's NIS.
Oh, it's this down.
I don't know what
Came out back then. There's too many.
Give up.
I give up.
it is.
Records of Argus Award 0.
Oh!
I don't even know what that is.
That's why I picked
It's
it.
on the records.
So it was made by AKSys. This one is very interesting because it is known as a culture game, but it's not terrible. But it is definitely up there. It's very anime. It's very anime. I'm talking hardcore cringe anime right here. It is a strategy RPG in the sense that your party is placed in a grid and you move your parties around. And you can put them together to combo attacks and stuff. The story of it is your generic high fantasy army of dark and light. You play as a guy that is a commander of the army of light. He's fighting the bad guys. And what I thought was interesting about it is it tried to meld all kinds of ideas. So you had strategy RPG, you had some dating simulation elements in there because this was very interesting. Like I said, everybody's cringing right now, one of those games. But you see the three women right here. This guy marries one of these three, and depending on who he marries, the story continues with his child, and his child will take on appearances and traits based on who he marries and has a child by. And so you can
20 years later.
yeah, you can basically play exactly.
Dragon Quest V with is what you're saying. Like, you know.
This game had so much huge tracks of that.
But you could actually change. It not only affected your the main character who finished the story's appearance, it would also affect what abilities he had. He inherited the abilities that the parents had. So you could actually, if you min-maxed enough, you could have a super OP character. But yeah, I thought it was an interesting game. Interesting find. The guy wanted 15 for it. I was able to talk him down to 12, so I do got money back. And it sells on average. Sells on average about $15, $16 is what I'm seeing on eBay. So
Okay.
this is a prequel to the original Records of Argus War, which apparently has like 5 different generations of characters. So
Got you. Well, that's pretty good. So, go for the rules again, so we can figure out who got what bonus points.
I was hoping one of you all would pick the anime game. I feel like a weird weeb at this point now.
I mean,
You are.
looks like a duck, quacks like a duck. Sometimes it's a duck.
It's got a good plot, okay?
I play these games for the plot.
We got one marker we have to.
Well, Sherry,
Where are the rules at? Bonus point for who spent the least.
That was
Who spent less than 15? Yeah, I think mine did.
10.
That was 10.
10. Okay, that's mine. Mine got a bonus point. Bonus point for the person with the most games. I think everybody had one, so we.
Yeah.
Bonus point for the person with the most expensive game.
I think that was
Probably
me and
Anthony.
Anthony are really close because I think mine was 24 and his was between.
Are you
24.
doing by the average or the highest? When you were
Do you want to look that up again?
He's looking about the average.
Yeah, on average.
I think he had his was like, you said his was like 30, right?
Yeah, I think it goes in.
Okay.
So that's
I
Anthony.
didn't hear him say that.
All right, now we vote. Is that right?
Yep, we go.
All right, so we're gonna pass the marker. Write your card. Write a name on the card. Cannot be your name. All right, so we're gonna go around the table. We're gonna tell why we picked what we did, and
Don't make it hard. Just say why.
okay. So I picked Ant-Man because I remember playing that game when I was a kid, and that game was just a lot of fun. And seeing it on the table again, it was between that and Cool Spot for me because both of those were great. And I couldn't vote for myself.
You want to go next?
Sure.
I also voted for Anthony. Same nostalgic reasons.
I think I know who's gonna win.
And it's funny because he said that he was also gonna choose Cool Spot, and I think we just have like the same kind of type of play style. So
What about you?
The fact that he did
Anthony.
something like that, yeah.
What, the same reasons or?
Yeah, same reason. I thought it was a very unique way to pick a game, and good job on the find, man.
Thanks.
It was good fun.
Well, I voted for Aaron because Cool Spot was actually on my short list. I never played the Sega version. We didn't have a Genesis in the house, but me and my grandmother would rent the Super Nintendo version of that from our local place and play that together. So it was definitely one I was looking for, and awesome that you got it.
I voted for Aaron as well because Cool Spot to me was a game I'd forgotten about till you literally brought me up. And I was just like, holy
Oh my God, I
shit.
forgot all about that game.
Yeah.
And you know,
I never had the chance to actually get it or rent it, so I was like, that's pretty.
I
already knew
looked-
about Ant-Man, so I didn't want to.
Yeah.
It was between hers and Ant-Man's.
Yep.
I looked to see, like, if I could find other Cool Spots. So that guy that I bought it from had 2. I found it only 2 other times, and it was one I was kind of disappointed I did find it for 15, so I could have talked that one down, but I didn't know.
Yeah.
And at the time, that was the only one I had seen was that guy who had the 2.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think the Sega version was worth more. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Less
the third place I found it was also selling it for 22. So.
But
So-
I would also totally vote for myself if I could, because ideally this is
Yeah.
the best game at the table. You would get the most fun playing this game for like well over like 40 hours.
That's true. So, Ant-Man with 4 votes wins. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I hid the anime game for you, so
All right.
that way.
I'm going to make sure to send that to a picture to your wife to let her know that this is the kind of crap he's buying when he's not at home and not getting watched.
We've been married 20 years. She
She's
knows
on
what
these
I'm about
trips.
by now.
These trips that we're on. Aaron got 2nd place with Cool Spot. I got 3rd place just because I got the cheapest game. And then Corey and Will come in dead last where they
Hell
should
yeah.
be.
It's because these people don't got taste.
I know.
No culture in this thing. But I want to thank
I
everybody
picked
for
a work of art that people just forgot about.
Yeah, really, literally. Like, that's a great game. Like, it's a fun game. I want to thank everybody for participating. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Will. Thank you, Anthony. Corey, you're supposed to be here. You don't have no choice in it. Check out our other video that's talking about the full length of Segi. That should probably have been posted already by now. But just let us know, did you have any of these games growing up? And what games would you have bought for under $15? So, but that's all I've got for this. And until next time.
Keep on gaming.